6 nights of productions from drama to comedy and more will provide opportunities for local playwrights and actors to showcase their work on stage. The Sankofa Evening of Theater and Jazz offers a vibrant schedule of performances this year. Here to tell us more is Kevin Hicks, Communication Director for the Bronze Collective and the Sankofa, and Robert Djed Snead of Moonwater Theater, who will also tell us about his latest project. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
So what's the history of the Sankofa Festival? How did it get started?
Well, it actually started as part of an overall general summer festival at the Village Gate, and it started out first as just one of your summer festivals, and then they decided to add on theater, and then found out that theater was the thing to go with.
And what exactly is the Bronze Collective?
The Bronze Collective is a collection of 4 executive producers, myself, Ruben Tapp, Curtis Rivers, and David Shakes, who came together about 3.5, 4 years ago and thought that we needed to have some kind of unity in the African American theater producing plays. And we formed the Bronze Collective, and we put on our first festival in February of 2015. Went very well, and we just had our 2nd annual festival in February of 2016.
Okay, so what is planned for the Sankofa Festival for the summer?
Well, first let me give the dates, which is August 25th, 26th, and 27th. It'll be at 7 p.m. and we're starting out with a full-length play like we always do. And this year we've got a little difference with a playwright coming from Brooklyn, Ann Thompson Stretching. She's an award-winning playwright, and her play is called 4 Men on a Couch. And after that, well, she will actually be coming up for the opening night reception, so the audience will be able to interact with her, ask questions.
Wonderful.
And then
is this a comedy or what?
It's a comedy, yeah.
A dramedy.
A dramedy, okay.
Yeah. Because it was at Edison earlier this year, and it's wonderful. I had a chance to see it.
Okay, so that's the first 3 nights.
Right, and then the next week, which is September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, time shift. It'll be at 7:30, and those are 1-act plays each night. And we go with the first night is Jahaka Mindstorm, and I am looking for his play right now.
My People Perish.
My People Perish, thank you. And then we go for the next night, Grace Flores with Now and Then.
Grace.
Snitch by Karen Cully. Spectrum by D.C. Taylor. And then the final night is Enough is Enough with Jaquetta Harris. The Dancer, the Charlie Atkins story by Michael Avent, and Far From Grace by Laura A. Thomas, who has the distinction of being in every single one of the Sankofa Theater Festivals since the beginning.
That's wonderful. So you mentioned that the first playwright, she's from Brooklyn. How about the others? Are they mostly local, regional? Who can we expect to meet?
Oh, they are. They're all, other than the Stretching.
Right, okay,
They're all local.
Okay.
And again, that's our desire, to develop and evolve and develop relationships between local playwrights, actors, and producers.
Yeah, and you'll find this there are black theater festivals around the country, and so Rochester is really right there in the vanguard. Every other year there's a National Black Theater Festival in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So when you look at the theater festivals, I don't know if Djed had heard this, but we're actually ahead of Barbados, which is just getting started with their black theater festival. So.
How about any emerging artists this year? Are there any playwrights that are presenting new work for the first time?
Well, no, Jaquetta's been with us. Grace was part of the Bronze Collective.
Okay.
Jahaka, he did a reading the first year of the Bronze Collective, and now he's actually staging the play. So that evolution from getting a feel for reading it, and now doing the actual production, and that's the kind of development and growth that we want.
Very nice.
Is there anyone?
Well, Karen Cully, She's pretty new. She had something that was in the Bronze Collective Theater Festival, but she hasn't been writing that long.
Right. She did Clarissa Street monologues. She did Clarissa Street monologues, and I think she's from New York City also.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think she's from New York also, and I don't think she's emerging. She's established, but she's new to Rochester.
How about the venue? Tell us about the Muck and it.
Yeah, the Muck is a very welcoming venue. It's our home base. Yep. And except for the first year of the festival when we were at the Dazzle Theater, we've been at Muck ever since.
Yeah. The Muck is so unique. MUCCC, a Multi-Use Community Cultural Center. When Doug Rice and John Borek started it, they really wanted to make a theater that was open to elements of the community that weren't being served or that were being underserved, and that's been their mission all the way through. Now they have a radio station, WAYO, W-A-Y-O, which you can basically get a show on and get your thoughts and ideas out on that. And like I said, the theater has just evolved. I remember the first year we were there, we had this movable stage in the corner and no lights and stuff, and now it's just evolved.
It's professional.
It's very professional.
Very
it's very,
nice.
very professional. And like I said, just inviting two parts of the community that are underserved on the stage.
So you mentioned in the first couple of days there is opportunity to meet the playwright. Are there other opportunities throughout the festival to have that audience engagement?
Yeah, a lot of times there's talkbacks after the play, and there was something we were a little puzzled about why the director did this or that. That's your time to ask the questions.
Okay. And Djed, you mentioned that networking is a big part of this and developing the playwrights and the actors. Can you expand on that?
Well, again, the whole purpose of the Bronze Collective was to, number one, give a forum, give a way for emerging playwrights to have their works done on stage and then nurtured. And we, in the short 2 years that we've been doing it, have seen, like Jahaka, go from, like I said earlier, from a stage reading to now to understanding. We did a call, what they call an artist call or whatever, and people come in and having them read and choosing those. You get to see the whole process, that it's not just you write, somebody recites the lines and it's over. No, you interact, you direct, you produce, you make it better. We're just trying to really nurture, I guess that's the best word, nurture writers, producers, directors, actors to understand what theater is all about.
And so after the Sankofa Festival, if that wasn't enough theater, you've got another project going on, Djed. Pretty exciting. Tell us about that.
Very exciting. I wrote a play called Black Girl Blue. Actually, I was inspired by Tyler Perry's when he redid Ntozake Shange's For Colored Girls. I saw that and I said, what he did was take a choreo poem and made it chronological, made it linear, you know, because her original piece is just, you know, a story. But he actually told a linear story with it. I said, I like that. And he involved poetry, and part of my background is spoken word poetry. So my play, Black Girl Blue, includes interludes of poetry in the dialogue. And
that's also at the Muck?
That's going to be at the Muck. Yeah. Actually, the Sankofa Festival is what weeks? What dates?
The 25th, 26th, 27th at 7 p.m. and then September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at 7 p.m. Or 7:30 rather.
7:30. And my play is September 8th, 9th, and 10th. That Thursday, Friday, Saturday, a 2 o'clock show and a 7:30 show on the Saturday, the 10th.
What has the community response been to these festivals that happen every year?
It's really been gratifying. A lot of times people will bring their friends and relatives, but that's not, that's not enough to fill the seats. So when we see a full house, we know that we reached beyond that.
Yeah.
What do you hope that the takeaway is for patrons that attend?
For me, that there's quality writers, quality actors, and a lot of talent in the African American community, the theatrical community. When you can do that, I think your community can have something they're proud of, and that they can say, yeah, I knew that boy when.
And finally, how can people get tickets to the show?
Well, for the Sankofa Fest, you can go to the Muck's website, and I always trip over a little bit. It's muccc.org.
Okay.
And you could also call Mood Makers Books, which is, what's the number again?
271-7010.
Okay.
And the same thing with mine. We also sell tickets directly to the public.
Okay.
Same thing with mine. You can get them on the Muck website, www.muccc.org. You can get them at Mood Makers Books.
Excellent.
My tickets, as well as you can get them directly from cast members or myself.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on, and good luck with the festival and the show.
Thank you.
The Sankofa Evening of Theater and Jazz Fest and the play Black Girl Blue are both taking place at the Multi-Use Community Cultural Center again, and you can call 271-7010 for more information on either of the events. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Citywise. I'm Tiana Stephens, and we'll see you next week. And opinions expressed by guests appearing on Citywise do not necessarily reflect those of the host, WXXI staff, entity of, or affiliated with the City of Rochester. If you have questions, comments, or program suggestions, contact Citywise at 311 or 428-1201, or send us an email, citywise@cityofrochester.gov.